How's it going out there? Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for tuning in, and keep sharing the videos and if you like it. So thank you for tuning in. Now let's move to a Bible verse for today. Okay. Well, it's going to be Acts 1:8. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth. Now let's move into some sports news for today. Let's talk about the Tigers first. So, Troy Melton took them on, the Tigers, today against the Baltimore Orioles, and the Tigers were able to pick up a victory, 4-1. I'm just glad to see the Tigers actually starting to win, but hopefully they get on a roll and start winning a bunch of games and continue with the season and win the rest of their game. You know, because the Tigers, I think they got a shot at it this year. If they keep grinding away and just keep building off this victory, and they can continue to improve, I think. So, but let's see. So now, let's move into some racing news. Well, I guess you guys ever heard about NASCAR, about Kyle Busch passing away. That's terrible for his family, you know. Just pray for his family, you know. It's pretty terrible, you know. Yeah. So let's move on to some good racing news. Indy 500. So let's see. Well, Alex Rosenquist was able to pick up the victory. Alex Rosenquist was able to pick up the victory today. It was the closest Indy 500 in history. That was just a really good, fantastic finish and Indy I've ever seen, you know. So David Malukas came in second with Rosenquist in slingshot around Malukas to pick up the win, and David Malukas fell short of that win. So, well, I was really impressed with how that went. So moving on to more sports, we're going to talk about Saturday night's main event, WWE wrestling. Okay. First match, Jade Cargill and B-Fab versus Michin, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, in a 6-woman tag team match with Jade Cargill and her team picking up the victory. Now, I was just disappointed how that match ended. Jeez. Then next match, Ruka versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch got herself intentionally disqualified by pushing Ruka out of the way, by pushing the ref in front of her, so Ruka hit her finisher on the referee, and that allowed Becky Lynch to keep the title. That was disappointing, all that. match ended. And next match, Ethan Page versus Penta for the men's Intercontinental Championship. And so Penta got the win and retained his title. And then next match, the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Brie Bella and Paige versus Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. Brie Bella and Paige won the match to retain their titles. Now let's move on to the main event, to the Men's World Tag Team Championship. Austin Theory and Logan Paul division versus Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The division picking up the victory. So, but cheating, no thanks to Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, and allowed Logan Paul to use the brass knuckles, and it helped them retain their titles. And after the match was over, Austin Theory and Logan Paul beat up the Street Profits. That was a disappointing ending, in my opinion, So, yeah, it's crazy, At least that's what in my opinion, I thought it was really crazy finish. So, thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing today. So, here's some, not done with the video yet, because I want to tell you guys where else you can find me on social media. So, you can also, here we go. Let's get into this. I'm going to show you some links here. So, I'm on Instagram and Facebook and X. So, here's where you can follow me on X. So there you go. Okay. On Instagram, I mean. Now moving on to X. I'm also on there too. And if you want to look me up on there, you can look me up on there. Here I am right there. Okay. So make sure you hit me up over there and subscribe and actually follow me over there on X, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So, and here's my Facebook page right here. So make sure you like it and that you look at it. So thank you all so that's where I'm at on social media. So y'all have a good night, and thank you for tuning into the show today. God bless you. Keep sharing, liking it, sharing it, and subscribing.